Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Tittle Tattle Tarot. It's Georgie. And today I'd like to look at South Park. It's not a program I've ever seen. I know that it's a cartoon and I know that it's run for a lot of years in America and it's very sort of to the point. But I am just going off what I've heard about this and the tiny clips that I've seen. It looks hilarious. And I am talking about the South Park episode that is about the worldwide privacy tour of Harry and Meghan. And you probably would have seen it in America. It hasn't come out over here. So, I'm going into this a little bit blind, but all I need to know is the energy from Harry and Meghan on this. So using my beautiful Shadowlands tarot, because they look at the light side, but they look at the dark side as well, and they do it with so much humor. So it's perfectly right for this. So I want to just ask a few questions about this wonderful program, South Park, and the way that they've basically been lampooned by it, and rightly so. So let's just ask a few questions. How do Harry and Meghan jointly feel about the public's reaction? I'll tell you what we do. We do Meghan's reaction first, and then we do Harry's reaction. So just the general way that the public have reacted to this episode of South Park. How does Meghan feel? And how does Harry feel? Oh, well, Meghan, well, it certainly stopped her gallop. Let's put it like that. It stopped her in her tracks. I think that she was so surprised by this. She's kind of a person, I think, that rushes around a bit like a headless chicken, bossing people about, doesn't really have a plan particularly, thinks on her feet and doesn't think very clearly, but is rushing around like the chariot, full steam ahead. And this has just, whoa, it's put the brakes on her and she's shocked. That's the best way to put it. She's in shocked and it stopped her in her tracks. And as for Harry, well, the Six of Cups, this is just like your sort of your nostalgia card, your family card, all good things. He's just baffled by this. He's never actually witnessed anyone. We say, we have a turn of phrase in the UK, and we say taking the piss, making fun of, but taking the piss, basically. He's never had anybody taking the piss at this kind of level. People have always been fairly respectful of him in the past, but not anymore. And it is totally thrown him. He thinks people used to respect me so much. Well, I don't know about that, but in his own mind they did. And now it's just like, it's all gone, my level of respect. What's happened to this? Can't understand it at all. Neither of them can understand it. I think that's the first thing. So that's just their first general reaction to the public's reception of this series. So will they try and sue the producers of the show? Is it going through their mind to think about this? Would they try and sue? It's going through their mind. Pull 3 on that. Should we, shouldn't we? I think this is the thing, that they're going to weigh up the pros and cons with this. It's thinking about it. Should I do this? Should I do that? They'll take some advice, but the sun's gone out in their world. This has totally thrown shade on them, hasn't it? I think that's a popular turn of phrase at the moment, is it thrown shade on them. They are juggling it and they're thinking, should we sue? What is the best course of action in this? And this is this creature here, sort of standing on this pentacle here, juggling this one. Now we've got to think about money as well. Money is tight with these two, we reckon, spending all this money on other legal actions, their general cost of living. So it's a bit of a thing. Should we sue? Is that a possibility? Can we want to? So that's sort of going through their mind there. And as I say, it's thrown terrible shade on them. And this was up that way, wasn't it? So yes, they are absolutely horrified. The sun's gone out of their little world. The sun comes out and everything's better, isn't it? When the sun shines, even if things in your life aren't going so well, if the sun's out, you can look for the positives. There are absolutely no positives in this whatsoever. No positives at all. And all they want to do, basically, wherever they are, I'm not suggesting they're together because I don't really believe that they are, but they just want to go somewhere else. They want to run off to calmer waters. This is the card of like leaving choppy seas and going to a calmer water. And that's what they want to do. They just want to leave where they are, wherever they are, and go off somewhere else so that they can just be away from all this this South Park. So what does Harry feel? Let's start off with Meghan. What does Meghan feel like being called the stupid wife? The stupid wife and the dumb prince. So let's start off with Meghan. How does she feel about being called the stupid wife? The stupid wife. And how does Harry feel about being called the dumb prince? Well, funnily enough, Meghan, you would think that she would be the one who would be like wanting to fight the world on this, and she wants to hide. She's been called the stupid wife, and her immediate reaction to this is to just scuttle away and hide. The hermit, this way up, it's very brave and goes off and you follow the hermit. I wouldn't say brave, but is a trailblazer. You follow the hermit and you know that they will take you to the right place with their lamp lighting the way. Upside down, the hermit is well, you wouldn't follow them anywhere. You wouldn't follow them sort of out of the door. They are just not to be followed, to be invested in, to be trusted. So this is what it's done to her, basically. Everyone is looking at her and saying, "Oh God, don't follow her on Instagram. Don't follow her. What a stupid woman she is. How ridiculous." And it's made her want to sort of retreat into herself because people are seeing her as she is. So she doesn't think she's like that, but people see, and her reaction to it is to just curl in on herself. Harry's reaction is different. Harry wants to fight. Oh my God, he's got his ginger hair on fire here, and he thinks he's got the high ground, and he's going to use his wand to fight back the press. How dare you? How dare you call me a stupid prince? And it all comes back to this. The cups up here in reverse, the Six of Cups reverse. People used to have such respect for me. I can't believe that you're calling me a stupid prince. How dare you? Or a dumb prince. How dare you? And how dare you do this? I will fight against that. So two different ways. He's come out fighting and she's more sort of retreating into herself over being called a stupid wife. So will Meghan be sobbing on the floor? That's what I want to know. Will Meghan be sobbing on the floor? Is that what she's doing right now in Montecito? Is she sobbing on the floor? I think she probably is. She's more worried about money. She's more worried about all the money that this is going to cost them, that the loss of money from potential whatevers they do. This is going to hit them in the pocket. That is her main concern, financial. But the unhappy home here, yeah, I can imagine her in this home in Montecito. It's turned her world upside down. Here we go. Wands that way up. Your four walls, lovely stability. There you are. There, Harry and Meghan. There you are. Look at those little spiders, all in love. And then you've got the little huge Montecito pad here. Everything in the garden's rosy. Well, no. Up the other way, those spiders have fallen out of the web, that the house, all the foundations are up in the air. She's on the floor crying her eyes out, sobbing she is. One tear left eye, go. There we go. It's all happening there in Montecito. Yes, she is sobbing on the floor. So what about Harry? What does Harry think about his book being called Wah? Not spare. Wah. So, Harry, what do you reckon about your book being called Wah? What do you think of that? What a perfect title. Star in reverse. Well, you are, aren't you? Yes. Yeah. Um, Obviously not happy at all. Not happy at all. Everything's gone the wrong way round, hasn't it? Everything's gone the wrong way around. Again, we have another, you're going to be learning all these all these lovely British expressions. We have a turn of phrase here in the UK, and it's everything's gone tits up. And that explains it nicely. And there is your tits up card. You were the star, you were standing there on your feet, with the stars shining down on you, and everyone thinking, oh my God, that person, they're pretty wonderful, It's all gone up the other way, feet in the air. You're not to be celebrated at all, are you really? No, no. So that's what he thinks about his book being called. Wah! It's turned his star around. Was his star ever upright? Really? Was his star ever upright? So it's done him damage. That's what he's thinking. This is damaging me. I think he's damaged himself more like. And what about Meghan? When South Park, they never actually referred to her by anything other than the wife, I believe. The wife. How did she feel about being called the wife? Now, this feminist, I don't know how she's going to feel about that. Let's have a look. Ace of Wands. Like, oh my God. Do you know what? That's probably upset her more than anything. Ace of Wands, she has got fire in her belly over this. She wants to start something, which makes me think about, this possibility of up here we had, would they sue? Would they not? It's starting to lean towards, yes, I bloody well am going to sue, because she's got that fire in her belly now about being called the wife. Knight of Swords, this is the Meghan sort of energy. Let's rush in and do something. Let's just get the wheels in motion. Let's cut off heads. Let's wield our swords around, cause some damage now. They've upset us. Now we're going to go in and cause devastation. So, oh God, no, I think she hated that more than anything, just being called the wife. So will Meghan, I'm going to do this separately, will Meghan demand an apology from South Park, which will make her look absolutely ridiculous, even more ridiculous than she looks at the moment? Will Meghan now demand an apology from South Park? Will she demand an apology from the producers? Well, she's in that sort of hermit mode. She's, done her the usual thing she does, hidden herself away, and that's how she's going to react to this. She's going to go quiet and hide away in the sort of background. While she's hidden away, all this is going to be going on, actually on fire inside her, and she's going to be, looking at what she can do to get her own back. She'll be doing all this, but she'll be out of circulation for a while, licking her wounds there, but doing something to try and get her own back. But that doesn't tell me, will she actually want an apology? Will she demand an apology? Will Meghan demand an apology, make herself look even more stupid? Again, she's worried about this money. She's worried about all the money that she's going to have to spend trying to write this. You see this is the miser card. This is holding on. This is Meghan usually with her money. She's got to hold on to it, treasure it, although she doesn't. It runs through her fingers like water, but she's trying to get as much of it she can because it does run through her fingers. And what with this and the court case and everything that's going on, if she wants to try and get out more puff pieces, it's going to cost her money. It's so much worry about money here. What's it going to cost me? It's going to cost me dearly on my reputation. Not that she's got any. I don't know what she's worried about that for, but it's going to cost her money, going to hemorrhage out of her, trying to start some puff pieces to, get her own side of this and show how badly done by she's been. So it's going to cost her money. And what about Harry? Will he demand an apology? Will the ginger prince, the dumb prince, will he demand an apology over this? Make himself look even more stupid? Harry, will he demand an apology? Five of Cups, well, he's looking at all the spilt cups here. He's just standing there and he's looking and thinking, oh my God, what a mess. What a mess. I think he's just a little bit paralyzed by this, doesn't quite know what to do. In such shock that, people have called him out because he can't see what he's done wrong. He honestly cannot see what he's done wrong. So he's standing there looking at this absolute disaster. And it's just gobsmacked. There you are. There's another expression, gobsmacked. Everything's gone tits up and he's gobsmacked. There you go. So doesn't tell me, will he actually look at wanting an apology? Do you know what? I think he will, because he's so stupid. Stupid. Dumb prince. He's going to demand an apology for this. And well, how ridiculous is that going to make him look? But this is wands, it's communication. Come on, you know, the people, the producers of this, I'm going to demand you apologize. I am going to demand you apologize for your cartoon. Oh, my dears, I hope you enjoyed that. Just a few questions. I long to see this. As I say, I would love to see this, but it's not out in the UK yet. Please let me know if you've seen it. Give me some little scenarios from the program. I knew a few of them from what I've read, and it sounds amazing. I hope you enjoy watching it, and let me know all about it. And I hopefully will be able to see it when it comes over here. I don't quite know how, but I'm sure I'll be able to get a peek at it somehow. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and I'll be back soon with another one. Take care. Bye-bye.